He was not born an emperor. He was not destined to rule the world. But before the age of 30, he shattered empires, crossed the edge of the known world, and forced history to remember his name. This is not the story of a king. This is the story of a force that changed the world forever. Alexander. Alexander was born into a world already shaped by ambition. In the northern kingdom of Macedonia, power was forged not through debate, but through force. His father, Philip II, had transformed Macedonia from a dismissed backwater into the most dangerous military power in Greece. From childhood, Alexander lived in the shadow of conquest. He watched his father break armies and bend city-states to his will. But while Philip built with steel and discipline, Alexander dreamed of something larger, glory that would echo beyond borders and time. His mother, Olympias, filled his mind with destiny. She told him he was descended from Achilles, that the gods watched him closely, that his life would not be ordinary. At 13, Alexander was given a teacher unlike any other, Aristotle. Philosophy, science, ethics, and politics were poured into his mind. He learned not just how to fight, but how to rule. Not just how to conquer, but how to think. When Philip was assassinated, Alexander was only 20. Enemies circled. Greece rebelled. Macedonia trembled. Alexander did not hesitate. Within months, Alexander crushed every challenge. Greek cities that questioned his authority were reminded what resistance cost. The destruction of Thebes sent a clear message: the old world was over. With Greece secured, Alexander turned east. Across the Aegean Sea lay the Persian Empire, vast, wealthy, ancient. It ruled from Asia Minor to Egypt, from Mesopotamia to the edges of India. No Greek had ever truly defeated it. Alexander crossed anyway. His army was small compared to Persia's forces, but it was disciplined, loyal, and unstoppable. At the Battle of Granicus, he led from the front, nearly dying in combat. At Issus, he shattered a Persian army led by King Darius III himself. For the first time, Persia fled. Cities opened their gates. Others were taken by force. Alexander moved not as a liberator, but as an inevitable force, calm, relentless, and convinced of his destiny. He did not fight for Macedonia anymore. He fought for something eternal. As Alexander marched deeper into Asia, his ambition evolved. He no longer saw himself as a conqueror of Persia, but as its rightful ruler. In Egypt, he was welcomed as a god. At the Oracle of Siwa, priests proclaimed him the son of Zeus. Alexander accepted the title, not as madness, but as belief. He founded cities bearing his name, the greatest of them Alexandria. These were not military outposts, but cultural bridges. Greek language, art, and ideas flowed eastward, blending with ancient traditions. But power changed him. Persian customs entered his court. Old companions grew uneasy. Loyalty was tested. Those who questioned him were removed, sometimes brutally. Alexander demanded unity under his vision. And unity required obedience. The final confrontation with Darius came at Gaugamela. Against overwhelming numbers, Alexander's tactics broke the Persian line. Darius fled once more, and this time, he would not escape fate. When Darius was murdered by his own men, Alexander honored him as a king. He claimed the Persian throne not as a destroyer, but as a successor. Yet victory brought no rest. Alexander pushed east, into lands no Macedonian had ever seen. Mountains, deserts, and endless plains challenged his army. Rebellions flared. His men grew weary. Still, Alexander refused to stop. To turn back would be to accept limits. And Alexander believed he had none. In the far reaches of the east, Alexander crossed into India. There, he faced war elephants and unfamiliar tactics. His army fought fiercely, but exhaustion followed them like a shadow. At the Hyphasis River, his soldiers refused to march further. For the first time, Alexander was denied. He stood at the edge of the known world, victorious, undefeated, and alone. Reluctantly, he turned back. The journey home was worse than conquest. Heat, disease, and famine devastated the army. Thousands died in the deserts of Persia. Alexander survived. But something in him changed. Back in Babylon, Alexander planned endlessly. New campaigns. New cities. A unified empire where Greeks and Persians would rule together. He married into Persian royalty. He encouraged his officers to do the same. He dreamed of a world without divisions, one culture, one vision. Then, suddenly, he fell ill. At 32 years old, Alexander the Great died. No heir. No clear successor. Only questions. His generals divided the empire among themselves. Unity shattered. Wars followed. But the world would never return to what it was before him. Alexander's empire did not survive him. His legacy did. Greek language spread across continents. Philosophy, science, and art flourished in new forms. The Hellenistic world was born, a fusion of East and West. Rome would rise upon this foundation. Iran, Egypt, and countless cultures would be reshaped by his passage. Alexander sought immortality through conquest. He found it through influence. And his story is not the end. It is a beginning, one that changed the direction of history forever.